Hi, good morning. This is the Monday, September 22nd, 2008 Master Pattern Report. I am Robert J. Flower, otherwise known as Dr. Bob. A lot of things going on this adventurous week. First, what I want to do is report on our trade successes last week. Last week we did pretty good. We had 3 trades last week. One was for a 90% profit. The second was for a 21% profit, and the third was for a 36% profit. We've got 2 positions holding right now, and we'll let you know by the end of the week how those made out. Our scores on predictions so far, we are with the Wednesdays and Fridays big moves, of course. Are now 40 out of 41 predictions on the head. I'd like to talk in a minute about the new trust move that Congress and the Treasury Department is trying to set up. Whether you agree with it or not, and I don't necessarily agree with it, but I think it's absolutely necessary. The one thing I would absolutely insist on is that it requires oversight. To hand $700 billion over to Wall Street, I think is absolutely ridiculous without any oversight. I think McCain's idea about a commission, which would be made up of several key economic thinkers and politicians such as Mike Bloomberg, Mayor of New York, and Mitt Romney, and I think he even mentioned Andrew Cuomo and a couple of other Democratic economic minds. I think the credibility of these people and the ingenuity, I think, is important for where we're going to go here. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to make a difference. As I've been telling you for the past 2 years, I think we're somewhere around 18 to 24 months away, according to our reading of the master pattern from total blowout. There was a report in one of the New York papers over the weekend that we were 500 trades away on Friday from total Armageddon, which goes to show you what's going on. You know, the economics are absolutely terrible. Wake up, America. Wake up. This is your fault. These are the people that you put in office, put in place while we were out playing golf and tennis and running around with the beers in our hands, just like the 1929 and 30 Depression. Further with in the real estate area, we've done some studies in some of the worst markets in the country, such as Arizona, Nevada, and Florida, to determine where we can make a projection on how this market is moving at this particular time and where we're going. And what we looked at primarily were what we call absorption rates. That is, how many units are available and how quickly are they selling. And it would appear that in all 3 markets that we examined, the numbers were very, very close together. And the numbers, in effect, the bottom line would be, it would represent maybe 3 years, assuming that no further bulging of the marketplace occurred. That is, a lot more homes came on the market for foreclosure. It would take about 3 years for the market to get back to, quote, normal. So, and that's at this current rate. I would then estimate that we're probably looking at 4 before we get to the point where we're kind of at a base. Okay, so keep that in mind. Still some great bargains to be had out there. Great investment times in real estate right now. Okay, another indication of our economy and especially the people end of the economy is that the average credit scores nationwide is currently at 694. That's the average credit score, which is very close to good. 700 and above is considered excellent credit. However, it is down approximately almost 4% from where it has been over the past year or two. So that's not very good. 4% move down is a big factor. Our predictions for the week, we're looking at Wednesday, the 24th of September, as a big move day, and the 26th on Friday. Keep in mind the one-day rule. Looks like we're going to have a very, very busy October. If preliminarily it would appear that October may be a good month. I can't say that much for the rest of September, and it could be, but I'm not making predictions there. We're just simply predicting that Wednesday and Friday should be some further upward moves. And just a quick word about the master pattern. We're going to be doing some shows featuring just the master pattern. We have a very interesting show coming up on free will, which I think you're going to be interested in. How can the market be so predictable to us in any event, and still there still be free will? In other words, we're saying that some of these things are cast in stone, and I'm not saying that is the case. I'm just saying it's going to be a very interesting show, and more than likely will evoke a lot of response, which is good. Let's hear from you. We're most interested in your comments. Keep in mind that this master pattern we are declaring is what we call the math of the universe, the ultimate pattern from which creation emanated, and in effect key to the universe. We think that going forward into the future, that this discovery is going to have monumental effects on the world, and hopefully they're going to be positive. I'll tell you some personal stories about being approached by various agencies, officials, groups, and whatnot, who have been most interested in finding out more about this, including the CIA, and a lot of interesting information to share with you about that. Because of our position economically, we don't feel obligated to do anything to prostitute this knowledge. We're going to use this for the best possible results that we can do concerning people. And by the way, as sort of like as a closing notion here, I just want to say that when you're measuring what's going on with government and economics and corporations and whatnot, just keep in mind one thing. Look at the way in which they're approaching things. Are they approaching things by virtue of the individuals, the people, and how the people can weather the storm, or are they looking at things as a mass picture? When both are in place, we're fine. When it's either one or the other, we're out of balance, and it's the wrong move. Okay, listen, we're going to have more this week because there's a lot coming up. Wish you the best for the week, and keep those emails coming. Have a good week.